Hello everyone. Today I will give you a very simple and brief introduction of hematopoiesis. Hemato means blood and poiesis means to form. It is a Greek word which means to make blood. So I am going to start by drawing a blood vessel. In the blood we have red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets that are actually just fragments of cells. Even though these cells are found in the blood, they are not made there. The cells inside the blood are made in the bone. If you take a cross-section of the bone, you will see that on the inside of the bone there is a central cavity. Inside this cavity is a spongy tissue which is called bone marrow. Bone marrow is where all of these cells are made, so it is the site of hematopoiesis. So let's take a look on what goes inside the bone marrow. All these different cells originate from the same cell, and that cell is called hematopoietic stem cell. It gives rise to two different cell groups or two different cell lineages. First there is myeloid group and the other is lymphoid group. Lymphoid group includes two different types of blood cells. First, there is a T cell, and the majority of the cell is taken up by the nucleus. This is a T cell or T lymphocyte, and it looks very similar to other type of the lymphoid cell, which is called B cell or B lymphocyte. So those are the two different types of lymphoid cells. What about the myeloid cells? So for starters, we have a red blood cell. This is a very small cell and the center of the cell is lighter than the periphery of the cell. Red blood cell is called an erythrocyte, which is just its fancy name. The other type of myeloid cell is a very odd looking large cell called megakaryocyte. It gives off little blebs of its cytoplasm to make these small cell fragments that are called platelets. The rest of the myeloid cells are different types of white blood cells. For example, first is monocyte, and it has a nucleus that has the shape of a kidney. Mono actually refers to the fact that this cell has a nucleus which is in one piece. The second cell is a neutrophil, which has a multi-segmented nucleus. Next is basophil. Basophil looks like monocyte, but it has a unique feature that it has these bright blue granules in its cytoplasm. Last type of myeloid cell is eosinophil. It has a nucleus that is in two pieces and it has these bright red granules in its cytoplasm. So here we have myeloid cells on this side and lymphoid cells on the other side. All these cells, however, do not develop directly from hematopoietic stem cell. Instead, they undergo multiple stages of development to mature into their adult form. But we're not going to go into details of all those steps. Instead, we're going to make a very general statement. We're going to say that immature form of all these cells are called blasts. And when these blasts mature, they're called cytes. Let me show you what I mean. So as we said that the immature blasts develop into mature cytes, you can see that a T lymphocyte develops from a T lymphoblast, just like an erythrocyte develops from an erythroblast, and a megakaryocyte develops from a megakaryoblast. So you guys get the pattern, right? However, the only thing which I would like to add in here is that neutrophil, basophil and eosinophil, all these three cells actually develop from a single cell called myeloblast. So that's the end of discussion on hematopoiesis. I hope you liked the video. Take care. God bless you all.